G'day everyone, Charlie Hart here with your market report for the 2nd of April 2019. We had 2,200 cattle in Gunnedah today, which is a few more than we thought after the reasonably general hard and fast rain that was on Saturday. We thought there might have been a few less numbers, but 2,200, 400 more than last week, but it didn't affect the market. It actually was dearer, which is great news for everyone. Just run through the numbers for you. The bull job up to 260, so that's significantly risen since 3 weeks ago when we couldn't get $2 for a bull. So a lot of bulls 240, 250, top bull 260. So handy job there. The cow job once again stronger. Best cow nearly 250 3 weeks ago, couldn't get 150. So just comparing how quickly things change in this industry, and especially on the fact that there really isn't any feed about. But there's obviously, you know, abattoirs requiring numbers, requiring cattle, and it's spiked the market nicely. So cow job, yeah, peaked at nearly 250, but lots of cows in that sort of 2 to 220 mark. And if they were sort of just a bit plainer, 180 to $2. Store cows from 150 to 170. So all that whole thing's pulled up, which is lovely. Steers, feeder steers, well into the $3, $3.15 for the best feeder steers I saw. So that job's significantly better. We couldn't get hardly 250 or 60 here a couple of weeks ago, so that's lifted nicely. Your medium weight feeders around the 290 to 310. Once you get down to those weaner steers, just the odd weaner penna weaner steers not making much more than 260 or 70. But then you've got if you've got a lovely penna cattle, 30 in the pen, and they're neat and tidy, and they're all one breed, yeah, they'll make nearly $3. So that weaner job is good. Heifers, different story. The best feeder heifers 270, 80 for the very best. A lot of them 250s and 60s. But a weaner heifer, if she's just, you know, lighter and just a bit out of sorts, only a bit over $2, 220s and 30s. So that job hasn't quite come with the rest of the market as strongly as just yet. But that's probably feed based. You know, when we get a bit of feed about, you probably see those heifers pull through a bit and get a bit stronger. But on the whole market, very, very good. Plenty of buy competition. Tamworth yesterday, very similar numbers. Probably, you know, there's some good cows there did make 250, but their feeder cattle probably didn't quite make what they did today. So, but you know, 2,000 odd cattle there, so good numbers again. Just shows you there's a bit of strength in this cattle market at the present. And if you haven't got any feed and you've got cattle surplus, it's probably a good time to make a move in the next week or two. Not sure what's going to happen with the weather. Good luck getting your crops in. It's pretty important that you get as much crop in as you can, because it's probably going to be the only feed you get. I reckon even putting crop into your in some of your grass country and some of your pasture paddocks is going to give you feed over that winter if we just happen to fluke a bit of follow-up in a couple of weeks. Sheep and lamb job been strong and good. And there's still a few rates around in the paddock, and there's some good abattoir rates if you want to kill some cattle. So anyway, keep in touch. Have a good week getting crops in, and I'll talk to you next week.